Y'all are on the East Van Dan Shit Show.
Let's see if we can peek it out.
That's okay, I'm used to loud music in the background here whenever I do this. Yeah. On that note, please welcome Aaron and Garrett of Blacktop Social.
Yeah. Thank you for
Awesome.
having us.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you guys are wicked. Where did you guys play last night?
We played in Victoria at the Phoenix Bar. We played with Gate Theory as Ashes Fell and
Asheville.
Yeah. And Bloodhawk. And it was
Deathhawk?
Bloodhawk. Is it Deathhawk?
Yeah, Deathhawk.
Deathhawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Oh yeah, they were great. Everybody was great last
Are
night.
they a three-piece?
Deathhawk?
As Asheville was a 3-piece.
As Asheville's a 3-piece.
Yeah.
I thought Deathhawk was a 4-piece. But I was also kind of running around and
Same here.
doing the merch table at that
Same here.
point.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
So good turnout. Was there any incidents? Hospital trips?
no hospital
Someone
trips.
die?
There was one guy that was throwing everybody around, but he was having a good time. He came out for Gate Theory, and he ended up staying for the whole night, and he was just having a great time. So
Nice.
it's always great seeing people move and all that stuff. He ended up crashing into the stage and falling into the mic stands and all that stuff during our set. So that was a pretty interesting time with that.
Yeah, I gotta love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how'd you guys come to be?
Well, Blacktop Social actually started out in 2016, and it started with myself, my younger brother Cole, and two other guys. Well, actually, three other guys. We were a 5-piece then, and we started out. We started going to the local at this point in time. It was the Canby downtown here in Nanaimo. It's now the Terminal Bar. But we went there and we do like open mic and jam nights. And then eventually we started booking shows. And then in 2018 we took a large hiatus when a good majority of the band ended up quitting. And then...
Hey, shut up, you whores! We're trying to record some shit back here.
Yeah.
Good lord.
God damn it!
Anyways, continue.
Yeah. Then Devin, our bassist, was in a band called Backtalker, and he recruited Cole, and then recruited me to play bass in Backtalker. Devin was the front man, Cole was one of the guitarists, and then the singer-songwriter in that band unfortunately passed away. So we did a memorial show, and we just regrouped Blacktop, and we've been doing it for... I guess for the last year and a bit now. So yeah, the most recent iteration of us is myself. I've picked up the guitar and I sing, and Cole's still playing guitar. Garrett's our
Hopped on the drums.
drummer, and then we also have Devin, who hopped on the bass, and we've known Devin for quite a while, back when Blacktop was like early stages.
Actually, I remember playing shows with you guys when I played with the Atlas Project back in like 2016 or something or 2017, like way back.
Yeah.
When you guys were a 5-piece. Yeah.
Yeah, we've all been around each other, even if we didn't. Like, I didn't realize that. I've met him that far ago. But yeah, so now we're just kind of doing our thing. We're playing shows, writing music. We have our EP that's out on Spotify and all the other.
It's called Stranded?
Hmm?
The Stranded? Is that a...
Stranded?
Yeah, the EP.
No, it's just Blacktop Social
Oh, okay.
EP.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's self-titled.
Yeah, it's self-titled. It has 5 songs on it, 2 of which were our original guitarists brought to us, which would be Some of the Sharks in the Land, and then 3 of which myself and Cole were the majority songwriters on that, which is Only Hurts If You Let It, which we're going to be playing tonight, Life's Freedom, which we're also playing tonight, and then our self-titled song Blacktop Social. So
Sweet.
yeah.
So, like, who's the wildest out of the band?
Probably say
This
Garrett.
guy?
Yeah, I'd probably say
I
Garrett.
thought so. I got some good vibes about you.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
drummers are always wild. Like, here, why don't you talk? Here.
God, you're supposed to be the wildest. What the
Yeah,
fuck, man?
sheesh.
So last night, lucky, I didn't break another tooth. You know, like a bit ago, I was at a show, broke this front tooth in the pit. A beer bottle got knocked into my face. Ended up getting a job at a dentist's office out of it.
Oh, okay.
But no broken tooth last night in the pit, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so how did you fucking meet this guy?
You know, like I said, I saw him. I saw these guys play like way back when I was playing in a different band. We played a show together, and then I was at a house party. One of my classmates in school, like I'm going to VIU right now. So one of my classmates was like, "Yo, you want to come to this party?" And I was like, "Sure." So I go to this party. I'm like, I'm probably not gonna fucking know anybody here. Show up. Devin's there. I see a whole bunch of people. I'm like, oh, like I know everybody here. And meet Devin, and he's like, hey, do you want to come and play drums for Blacktop? And then I just came and started jamming with them, and then we all became friends, and yeah, that's pretty much how that came about.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you've always been a drummer?
Yeah, I've been playing since I probably started playing drums when I was about 10 years old, but my mom had me on the piano even earlier, like probably like six or so. I started playing piano, taking piano lessons and stuff. And when I was 10, I started jumping on the drums. I still play piano right now, like at the moment, but drums is definitely my main instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And I noticed you got a tattoo.
Yeah. It's just
Nice.
3 roses, a black one, 2 red ones. Yeah, there's basically just represents myself and my 2 brothers. I've always liked roses. And then, as not as the greatest musician as he is, I'm a big Nicky Six fan. I like the songwriting aspect of his, as well as the books and other bands that he's been in. So his first tattoo was a black rose, so I was like, get a black rose.
Nice.
Everybody always asks me, out of the 3 brothers, who's the black rose, and I'm like, I don't know. That wasn't that part of that.
Why can't
process.
something just be a good idea? Why does there have to be a story behind it, right?
Oh yeah. Well, my brother also has roses. He has, I think it's 9 red ones and 3 white ones, and it's supposed to represent the War of the Roses, as well as his birth year because he was born in '93. And then he's realized after, he's like, oh, I realized no matter where I go and whoever I end up going out on a date with, I always come with a dozen roses. So, but I only have 3, which is it's been enough for me.
Yeah. I got lots, but here, let's see. Wait, this one.
Okay.
That, if you can see, that's my 2 buddies.
Yeah.
They're making out. And then below that, I got a set of tits.
There you go.
And I got an ass on this shoulder too, but I won't
Built
show
for
that
speed
one
or
off.
comfort? Nothing. I was talking about the tits. Built for speed or comfort?
A bit of both.
Okay.
A bit of both. Yeah. What about you? You got any fucking tattoos?
No tattoos. Nope.
No?
Nope.
God.
This is I got 1 piercing. That's it.
And it goes down to his ass.
Yeah, it dreads down to my butt.
Nice.
I gotta tie my hair up before I take a shit. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. That's good.
Yeah, I only have the 1 tattoo. It's Devin and Cole are the ones who are more tatted. Yeah.
Nice. So what's the set list like tonight? How long are you guys playing?
We're only playing for 30 minutes, so we got a good, what?
6 songs?
6, 7 songs.
Yeah.
So, and it just kind of, it's a hard rock / metal set. All originals. So, yeah,
Sweet. Looking
Should be
forward to
pretty
it.
fun, yeah.
Fucking A.
If you happen to be passing through Vancouver, BC, please stop by Whiskey Six Barbecue. Hands down, #1 ribs ever. That's Whiskey Six Barbecue, located in Vancouver, BC. Be there or be square, baby.
So where do you guys record music?
We were recording, when we recorded our EP, we recorded with a buddy that was in Coombs, here just 30 minutes north from here. Steve Becker, and he had his studio, he called it Steve Becker Studios. And we recorded there. It was MIDI drums, right, and us just playing our instruments and basically singing in his side room. have one song that's kind of in the bank that hasn't been released yet. We're waiting to get some logistics all figured out with that. But we recorded that with Derek. I forget what his last name is, but he's a local recording artist. He lives out in Cobble Hill, and he's recorded a lot of the bands on the island.
Nice.
And he's an absolutely phenomenal engineer. But I think we're speaking with Devin. We're thinking about possibly trying out a new recording, like a new recording engineer.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're
Steve
kinda-
Beckett. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, he at one point he played for Tama Hills as a guitarist, and then he played in multiple bands, and he also does. He's a DJ, and he goes by the name Edward. It's spelled all weird with numbers and letters, stuff like that.
Was he in that band called Silence Theory?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure either.
He might, but I mean, he's a great guitarist, and when we recorded, he taught us a lot. He would push us, and that's can't ask for anything more
Yeah.
from a recording engineer than somebody who's willing to push you and just go, hey, you know what? That's not it. Like what you'd had that's great, but that's just not it. Like, do better.
Yeah.
So
I've gotten that quite a bit in the past.
Yeah.
But I sing and do guitar. So,
Okay.
but when recording vocals,
Yeah.
the guy tells me, no, we can do that again. It kind of gets tiring
Oh,
after about 50 fucking takes.
oh yeah, I know that feeling where it's like, hey, you could sing that again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Again. Try harder. Push hard. Try to hit. Like, I am singing. This is how I always sing.
Yeah.
But it's great when they do push you and they take that performance out of you and you do something that you normally wouldn't do or didn't know that you could do.
Yeah, it's about growth.
Oh yeah.
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 Sure.
And like even with like when we're playing on stage, for me personally, when I come off the stage and people are like, "Oh, great set," I'm like, "Okay, that's great. That's awesome." I strive for when somebody comes up and is like, hey, "You know what? That's great, but you could definitely do better on this, and like that constructive criticism. I take that so much more to like, it's more positive and personal to me receiving that feedback coming off the stage or like even in a recording studio than just good job, high five. So
Yeah, I always try and get feedback, you know. Usually from my buddy Andrew Harper. Shout out to him and his band Wise Young Blood. Every time he gets back to me and he's like, "You're rushing the vocals."
Yeah.
So every song I'm fucking rushing vocals apparently. But whatever.
yeah, well, I mean, it's live. Live, everything's always faster and less, just more unpredictable. I mean, like last night, we had a few hiccups in songs where all of a sudden, one of our songs, I started to do this clap because I was like, oh, I feel like I should start doing this here. And I forgot that like 8 bars down the song, that was the cue for the change. So I cued in the change like 8 bars ahead. I'm like, shit!
We pulled through though. It was
Oh
all
yeah, we
good.
pulled through. Yeah, we were just like, okay, we're just gonna skip that section there.
Yeah.
So
Has Garrett over here been to Wasted to play?
No. Too wasted? No.
No.
I'll have like a couple beers before I play, but I try not to get
Yeah.
drunk before I play for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, and for me personally, I don't drink. It's just something that
I'm in recovery, so I don't drink. I'm not loud.
well, I mean that's good on you for like realizing that you don't want to do it anymore and going into recovery.
Yeah.
So, and like a lot of the people in our band, we've dealt with people with addictions and drinking issues and stuff like that. So majority of us are fairly tame when it comes to that. I think here in Devon are the only real ones that will.
You know, like I'll have some beers after our set, or you know, have a beer while I'm on stage. But before I play, I definitely don't get fucked up or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
It's I don't know. I'm one of those people. I always like to be prepared. You know, I always like to have a clean, like professional sounding set. I don't like to go up and look sloppy, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, and it just bugs me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than fucking up on stage and kind of throws your buddies off, right?
Well, it's fine. Like if you want to have a couple drinks and stuff like that. But I've seen some bands where the guitarist or the singer goes up there and they're basically just rolling on the stage because they had way too much before going on, and it's like I don't know why you want to be up there like that. Like for me personally, and it's like if you want to have fun and do that after the set, but yeah, I just don't see the fun in it. And like I said, I also don't drink though, so I could be just missing out on something, but I don't think so.
You're missing out on the headache next morning.
But I can just hit.
We brought up Nikki Sixx a little bit ago.
Yeah.
What did you think about their? I think they only have one song out with without Mick Mars. It's with John 5. What did you think of it? Did you hear it?
I haven't heard it.
It sucks. It's a really bad song.
I wouldn't doubt it. So a lot of their new stuff, I'm not a huge fan. It's like the old like 80s, like mid 80s stuff is the stuff that I really enjoy by them. And I also like in 2011 and 2012 I saw them live. I saw them in 2011 in Portland, Oregon. A phenomenal show. Like it was just mind blowing. 2012 it was also a good show. That was in Victoria, but they signed that contract saying that they weren't going to play anymore and all that stuff. And the Death of Motley Crue, the whole Tombstone thing, and now they're touring again. And it's just like I was hoping that they weren't going to do the Kiss thing, where it's like this is our final farewell tour, 25 years in the making. So
Yeah.
Like I still listen to the old stuff because I still appreciate it. The new stuff I just haven't looked at.
Well, it's not good.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Not good. No, they say like an artist like best work is like within like the first 10 years. Yeah.
You ever heard of Tesseract?
No.
Check those guys out, buddy.
Are they sweet?
Oh yeah. If you're into progressive metal, cool groovy rhythms, like man, you gotta check those guys out.
I will.
Animals as leaders.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, those guys are cool.
Yeah.
Those guys are cool for sure.
Yeah. So what did you like? Who influenced you as a drummer?
As a drummer, it's a hard question. There's a lot. Some of my favorite drummers, like Matt Garska from Animals as Leaders. There's Jay Postones from Tesseract. There's Luke Holland. When I was a kid, when I used to play piano, my biggest influence, the reason I started playing drums was my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was your dad a musician?
Yeah, he's a drummer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I always looked up to him, and I was like, man, I want to play the drums one day. And then one year, my mom got me a snare drum. I learned some rudiments, and then I finally got a full kit, and I started playing, and that's pretty much how I got going. But yeah, no, my influences. I love. I'm a big like progressive metal guy or progressive rock kind of guy.
Yeah.
I love groovy rhythms and polyrhythms and odd time signatures and yeah, that's what gets me going. Even if they're just slapping like one or two notes, but you hear bam, 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 like that, just it makes you want to bounce, right?
Yeah.
And it's fun to play on the drums too.
Fucking heck.
Yeah.
So we're at the Globe. Tomorrow, where are you guys playing?
Nowhere tomorrow.
No, tomorrow's day off.
Yeah.
Or actually, what the fuck?
We played last night. We played at the Phoenix last night.
Yeah.
And we played tonight at the Globe. And then tomorrow's Sunday. Yeah. I hope we don't have a show tomorrow because I was gonna go snowboarding.
Yeah, on your social media, it says you guys are from Victoria, but you guys met in Victoria, but you guys all live somewhere else.
So I believe on our social media, it probably still says that we're a Nanaimo-based band because when we started in 2016, we were all in Nanaimo. Cole and I lived out in Nanoose Bay. Anthony lived just by the airport. Tyler lived out in Bowser. And then Chris, he lived here in Nanaimo. So we were a Nanaimo-based band. And then when we reformed, Garrett was in Nanaimo, Cole was in Nanoose, Devin was in Nanaimo, and I was in Victoria. So it was still a a Nanaimo-based band. But since then, Cole's moved to Vancouver, Garrett's here in Nanaimo, Devin's moved to Souk, and I'm still in Victoria. So now we're kind of just all over the place. So I would say we should probably update that to more of a island-based band instead of just a singular city.
Yeah, it's kind of like 1 week we're practicing in Nanaimo and another week we're practicing in Victoria. So
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Who gets the most chicks in the band?
oh sheesh.
I mean, you got one, so that's
Yeah.
Cole's got one.
I mean, I would probably say it would be between Garrett and Cole.
I said I got good vibes about you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, of course, I have my partner. Cole has his partner. Garrett and Devin are single, so we always, if there is,
That's good. More women for you.
oh yeah,
there we
when
go.
we get a good reaction and people flirting with the band, it's like, hey, have you met Garrett? Have you met Devin? So that's kind of how Cole and I just do it. It's like, it's great that you like us, but we got somebody better for you.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good thing. He's not complaining. Look at him. He's
Nope.
happy.
Just taking it all in, you know.
Yeah. Fucking A. Cool. So I think that wraps it up almost. Yeah, looking forward to the show. You guys are doing 30 minutes. Deathhawk's playing. But overall, it's a reunion show for...
Asheville.
yeah.
Asheville, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and Mike and his partner, and they're a three-piece. So them.
Yeah,
them
I
and
know
the drummer.
they originally, like, when I saw them back in the day, they had 2 bass players. Because Ashley was, like, singing, playing bass, and they also had another guy on the bass.
That's interesting.
But now they just have Ashley on singing and on the bass, so they're 3-piece. But when I saw them, like, you know, before they split or took a break or whatever, like 6 years ago,
Yeah.
however long ago, they had 2 bass players.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, and it's cool seeing Mike up there on guitar because I've never seen Mike when they were as Asheville originally. I've only seen Mike on the drum kit, and I've only known him as a drummer. So seeing him last night and playing guitar, it was just like, wow, I didn't know he'd get that, and that was just so sweet.
Yeah, those guys are fucking awesome for sure.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, awesome. Want to say thanks for doing my stupid show, and
Thanks for having
looking
us, man.
forward to your guys' show tonight. Fucking awesome bands playing. Shout out to Rich from the Globe. Thanks for letting me use this place once again.
Oh, Rich is fantastic. He has one of the best venues in Nanaimo, and he's constantly just doing more renovations and like I think there's at least like 3 or 4 different things that are here now than the last time we played here, which was New Year's.
Yeah.
You guys played here on New Year's?
Yeah, we did the New Year's show. Rich reached out to us. He's like, "Hey, do you guys want to come?" And it's like, "Yeah, sure."
Sweet.
So
How was that?
it
Oh,
was
lots of
lots of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
lots
good
of people
turnout.
here, and
They had a comedian and a stuntman. Like,
Yeah.
the stuntman, he's got like, I don't even know what those were. There's some sort of trap, and he's putting them on his arm. Like, it wasn't a bear trap, but you know, you step in those
But he was
things
like
and
opening for you guys, or like?
Yeah, it was one of the performers.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
yeah, there's a whole bunch.
And then like in the interludes when we were changing over, like bands changing over, they had a comedian coming up and
Yeah, that was Nanaimo's I believe his name's 510 or is his stage name?
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had some technical difficulties and we ran him out of material. So, but he was great MC. He MC'd the whole night, and yeah, of course Rich ran sound, and yeah, he's a great guy and a great venue.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, once again, thanks for doing the show. And on that note, y'all are off the East Van Dan Show. Peace. Cool.
Here we go.